Welcome back to the realm of mysteries beyond. Today we delve into a story I've been eager to share since my teenage years. Many have heard of Skinwalker Ranch, but for those who haven't, I encourage you to explore this enigma. Let's dive in. Welcome back to the realm of mysteries beyond. Today we delve into a story I've been eager to share since my teenage years. Many have heard of Skinwalker Ranch, but for those who haven't, I encourage you to explore this enigma. Let's dive in. Skinwalker Ranch. The name itself evokes unease, a whisper of the unknown. It's synonymous with high strangeness and inexplicable phenomena. For decades, this isolated land in northeastern Utah has been a focal point for events that defy explanation. It challenges our understanding of reality. The stories from this property are not mere campfire tales. They are documented accounts from credible witnesses, including scientists and law enforcement. These accounts paint a picture of a unique location, a veritable laboratory for the paranormal. The intensity and variety of reported incidents make it a unique subject of study. The ranch is situated in the Wichita Basin of Utah. This is a rugged and often desolate landscape. The property spans several hundred acres. Its isolation contributes to its mystique and the difficulty of continuous observation. The basin has a long history, with Native American tribes inhabiting the region for centuries before European settlers arrived. This historical backdrop adds another layer to the ranch's story. The ground seems to hold secrets, and the phenomena reported often seem intertwined with the land. Understanding Skinwalker Ranch requires looking beyond simple explanations. What sets Skinwalker Ranch apart is the concentration and diversity of paranormal activity. We are not talking about isolated incidents of a single type. Instead, it's a bewildering array of phenomena. This includes sightings of unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP, often behaving in ways that defy known physics. There are reports of bizarre creatures, some resembling oversized wolves, impervious to bullets. Cattle mutilations have been documented with surgical precision. Poltergeist-like activity, invisible forces, and disembodied voices have terrified residents and investigators. Electronic equipment malfunctions frequently, and strange magnetic anomalies are common. The quest to understand Skinwalker Ranch is ongoing. It has drawn the attention of private researchers, wealthy benefactors, and even elements within the U.S. government. Each new investigation uncovers more questions than answers. The phenomena seem to react to human presence, sometimes appearing to be under intelligent control. This reactive nature makes systematic study incredibly challenging. Yet, the pursuit continues, driven by the profound implications of what might be occurring there. The ranch remains a potent symbol of the unexplained, a place where the veil between our world and something else seems terrifyingly thin. The land upon which Skinwalker Ranch sits was once the territory of the Ute Indian tribe. Their connection to this region spans generations, long before it was parceled and sold. The Wichita Basin holds deep cultural and historical significance for the Ute people. Their oral traditions are rich with stories about the land, its spirits, and places of power. It's important to approach this aspect with respect, as these are not just quaint myths. For many indigenous people, these narratives represent a living history and a framework for understanding the world. Some of these ancient stories speak of areas to be avoided, places where strange things happen. The term Skinwalker itself originates from Navajo folklore, though similar concepts of malevolent shapeshifters or witches exist in other Native American cultures, including the Ute. A skinwalker is often described as a powerful sorcerer who can transform into animal forms. These beings are typically associated with evil, capable of causing harm and misfortune. According to these traditions, skinwalkers often inhabit specific, cursed territories. The Ute people reportedly consider the area of the ranch to be in the path of the skinwalker. This traditional belief provides a chilling context for the modern phenomena reported there. Long before the Sherman family, later known as the Gormans, in the book Hunt for the Skinwalker, purchased the property, there were whispers and warnings. Local legends among both Native American and early settler communities hinted that this particular parcel of land was different, somehow tainted. Some stories spoke of curses, of strange lights in the sky, and of creatures that roamed the area. These were often dismissed as folklore by newcomers. However, the persistence of these tales over many years suggests a pattern of unusual experiences tied to this specific location. It indicates that the phenomena may not be a recent development, but rather an enduring characteristic of the land. This historical and cultural backdrop is crucial for any serious investigation into Skinwalker Ranch. It suggests that the events witnessed by modern owners and researchers might be part of a much older, more profound mystery. The indigenous lore does not necessarily provide all the answers. However, it offers a framework that acknowledges the reality of phenomena beyond our current scientific grasp. It reminds us that there may be forces and intelligences at play that have been recognized in one form or another for centuries. The name Skinwalker Ranch is not just a spooky title. It is a nod to this deep and often unsettling history. In 1994, Terry and Gwen Sherman, whose names were changed to Tom and Ellen Gorman in George Knapp's book Hunt for the Skinwalker to protect their privacy, purchased the ranch. They sought a peaceful life, a place to raise their children, and prized cattle. The property seemed ideal, with ample grazing land and a picturesque setting. They invested their savings and hopes into this new venture. Little did they know, their dream would soon devolve into an unrelenting nightmare. The experiences they endured over the next 2 years pushed them to their limits, both emotionally and financially. Almost immediately after moving in, the family began experiencing bizarre and terrifying events. It started with unsettling encounters. They reported seeing unusually large, wolf-like creatures on the property. One such animal, described as enormous and with an almost hyena-like appearance, even attacked their livestock. Terry Sherman shot the creature multiple times at close range with high-powered rifles, but it showed no sign of injury and eventually trotted away. This was just the beginning. Unexplained lights appeared in the sky, maneuvering in impossible ways. Objects in their home would move on their own. Disembodied voices were heard, sometimes speaking in an unknown language. The cattle, a significant part of their livelihood, suffered terribly. The Shermans documented numerous instances of their animals being mutilated with surgical precision. These were not the work of ordinary predators. Organs were removed without any visible entry points, and there was often a complete lack of blood at the scene. Some cattle simply vanished without a trace. The family also reported seeing strange, orb-like lights darting around the property, sometimes appearing to investigate them or their animals. They described feeling a palpable sense of malevolence, as if they were under constant surveillance by an unseen intelligence. The psychological toll was immense. After nearly 2 years of escalating terror and significant financial losses from the cattle mutilations and disappearances, the Sherman family could take no more. They were exhausted, frightened, and desperate to escape the oppressive atmosphere of the ranch. In 1996, they decided to sell the property. Their story, first shared with a few trusted individuals, eventually reached my extensive research through various website articles. It was their harrowing testimony that first brought the intense and varied phenomena of this unique location to my attention, setting the stage for the scientific investigations by various people and organizations. Their ordeal was a terrifying warning about the potent and often hostile nature of the forces at play on Skinwalker Ranch. The incredible stories of the Sherman family eventually reached Robert Bigelow. Mr. Bigelow, a Las Vegas-based businessman and founder of Bigelow Aerospace, had a long-standing interest in the paranormal, UFOs, and life after death. With the resources and curiosity to take on the challenge, he turned his attention to Skinwalker Ranch. Intrigued by the Shermans' experiences, Bigelow purchased the ranch in 1996. His goal was to study it, not to live there. He aimed to apply rigorous scientific methods to investigate the bizarre phenomena. To achieve this, Bigelow founded the National Institute for Discovery Science, or NIDS. This privately funded research organization was staffed with credible scientists, including physicists and biologists, as well as former military intelligence officers and law enforcement personnel. Dr. Colm Kelleher, a biochemist, was brought on to lead the on-site investigations. The NIDS team was equipped with state-of-the-art monitoring equipment, including cameras, sensors, and scientific instruments. Their mission was to collect data, document events, and understand the nature of the activity at the ranch. This marked a shift from anecdotal accounts to structured scientific inquiry. The NIDS team essentially turned Skinwalker Ranch into a heavily monitored scientific laboratory. They established a constant presence, with researchers living on the property in a secured command center. They deployed a wide array of sensors to detect magnetic anomalies, radiation, infrared and ultraviolet light, and other environmental changes. Surveillance cameras were strategically placed across the property. By continuously monitoring the ranch, they hoped to capture irrefutable evidence of the phenomena and identify patterns or triggers. The scientific approach aimed to bring objectivity to a subject often mired in speculation. Despite their sophisticated equipment and dedicated personnel, the NIDS team quickly discovered that investigating Skinwalker Ranch was unlike any conventional scientific endeavor. Phenomena proved elusive, often seeming to anticipate or react to their investigative efforts. Equipment would malfunction inexplicably at critical moments. Batteries would drain instantly, data would be mysteriously erased. The activity was sporadic and often seemed intelligently controlled, almost as if it were toying with the investigators. The initial high hopes for quick answers soon gave way to a deeper appreciation of the profound mystery they were confronting. The NIDS era, lasting until 2004, generated a wealth of data and incredible eyewitness accounts, many of which form the basis of future research. Unveiling the Unseen: Hunt for the Skinwalker and its Revelations. In 2005, George Knapp, in collaboration with the lead scientist for Robert Bigelow's NIDS team, published the book Hunt for the Skinwalker: Science Confronts the Unexplained at a Remote Ranch in Utah. Knapp spent years on the ground, meticulously documenting strange occurrences and overseeing scientific investigations. He gathered a wealth of first-hand experience and data that had, until then, remained largely within the confines of the NIDS organization. The goal was to bring this extraordinary story to a wider audience, presenting the evidence in a sober and factual manner. The primary purpose of Hunt for the Skinwalker was to lay out the compelling case that something truly anomalous was happening at this remote Utah ranch. They detailed the history of the property, including the terrifying experiences of the Sherman family, who were given the pseudonym Gorman in the book to protect their privacy. They chronicled the NIDS investigation, outlining the methodologies used and the perplexing array of phenomena encountered by the scientific team. The book was not intended to provide definitive answers, as those remained elusive. Instead, it aimed to showcase the depth of the mystery and the serious scientific effort undertaken to study it. The book documented a wide spectrum of unexplained events observed by NIDS personnel. These included numerous sightings of unidentified aerial objects, or UAPs, ranging from small, fast-moving orbs to larger, structured craft. There were encounters with strange creatures, including the infamous, large, wolf-like animal that seemed impervious to bullets. Poltergeist activity, such as objects moving on their own and doors slamming, was reported inside ranch structures. Investigators experienced physical effects, including strange sensations, disorientation, and even what appeared to be targeted psychological manipulation. The book also detailed the persistent equipment malfunctions that plagued the research efforts. The publication of Hunt for the Skinwalker had a significant impact. It brought the strange saga of the ranch to international attention, generating widespread discussion among the public, researchers, and even within some government circles. It demonstrated that serious, well-funded scientific research had been conducted into these bizarre phenomena. The book inspired further investigations and media coverage, including documentaries and articles in major publications. It played a crucial role in legitimizing the study of such anomalies and contributed to a growing awareness that the unexplained events at Skinwalker Ranch were more than just local folklore. They represented a genuine scientific enigma. Whispers in Washington, the Pentagon's covert interest, the compelling evidence and detailed accounts from Skinwalker Ranch, especially those documented by the NIDS team and publicized in Hunt for the Skinwalker, caught the attention of certain elements within the U.S. government. While public statements often dismissed UFOs and paranormal phenomena behind the scenes, there was a growing covert interest. The strangeness and potential technological implications of the events at the ranch were too significant to ignore, especially if they hinted at capabilities beyond our understanding or posed a potential threat. This interest was not widely known at the time. This quiet government attention led to the funding of a secretive program known as the Advanced Aerospace Weapons System Applications Program, or AWSAP, initiated by the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA. This program was tasked with investigating UFOs and other anomalous phenomena. While its existence was not publicly confirmed until years later, Skinwalker Ranch was a key focus of its investigations. The data collected by NIDS and the ongoing strangeness reported there provided a compelling reason for the Pentagon to allocate resources to study the Uinta Basin. The program aimed to assess any potential national security implications. The book, Skinwalkers at the Pentagon, co-authored with Dr. Colm Kelleher and James Lakatsky, who managed AWSAP for the DIA, delved into the details of this government involvement. It revealed that the Pentagon's interest extended far beyond just lights in the sky. AWSAP and its predecessor, ATIP, Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, investigated a wide range of phenomena associated with UAP encounters in high strangeness locations like Skinwalker Ranch. This included studying potential health effects on witnesses, exploring theories about advanced propulsion and energy systems, and even considering more esoteric aspects like interdimensional phenomena and consciousness. The revelations about AWSAP and the Pentagon's serious engagement with these topics underscored the significance of Skinwalker Ranch. It was no longer just a private research project. It had become a subject of interest at the highest levels of national security. The government's involvement, though largely hidden from public view for years, validated the claims that something extraordinary and potentially important was occurring. It demonstrated that the phenomena were being taken seriously by individuals with access to classified information and a responsibility to protect national interests. The ranch had become a nexus point for questions about advanced technology, unknown intelligences, and the very nature of reality. Modern lens, Dr. Travis Taylor, and renewed scientific pursuit. In 2016, Brandon Fugel, a Utah-based real estate magnate and technology investor, acquired Skinwalker Ranch from Robert Bigelow. Fugel committed to continuing and expanding the scientific investigation of the ranch's mysteries. He assembled a new team of researchers, bringing fresh perspectives and advanced technologies to the enigma. This new era of investigation is featured on the History Channel series, The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, giving the public an unprecedented look at the ongoing efforts to understand this perplexing location. A key figure in this modern phase of investigation is Dr. Travis Taylor. Dr. Taylor is an astrophysicist with a broad scientific background, having worked on projects for NASA and the Department of Defense. His pragmatic, data-driven approach, combined with an open mind to extraordinary possibilities, has made him central to the current research. As a principal investigator on the show, Dr. Taylor designs experiments, deploys new sensor technologies, and analyzes the often baffling results. His presence has brought renewed scientific rigor to the public face of the investigation. Under this new phase, the team has documented a continued array of strange phenomena, often captured with sophisticated equipment. Dr. Taylor and his colleagues have reported significant GPS interference over the ranch, causing expensive drones to malfunction and crash. They have witnessed and filmed unidentified aerial phenomena, including objects that appear and disappear suddenly or move in ways that defy conventional aerodynamics. In one striking incident, the database inside a telescope was reportedly erased in real time while it was pointed at an anomalous aerial object, an event Dr. Taylor stated had no known conventional explanation. Dr. Taylor has emphasized the apparent intelligence behind some of the phenomena. The activity frequently seems to react to the investigator's presence or experiments, suggesting an awareness and an ability to interact, sometimes in a disruptive or playful manner. He has also highlighted potential national security concerns, particularly regarding the GPS interference, which could pose a threat to aviation if it extends beyond the ranch's borders. The ongoing work by Dr. Taylor and the team, broadcast to a wide audience, continues to peel back layers of the mystery, even as each discovery generates new, more profound questions about what is truly happening at Skinwalker Ranch. The contagion of the unknown. Understanding the hitchhiker effect. One of the most unsettling aspects of the Skinwalker Ranch phenomenon is the hitchhiker effect. This refers to strange phenomena attaching themselves to individuals who have spent time at the ranch, following them home, and manifesting in their personal lives. This was reported by some NIDS investigators during Robert Bigelow's ownership and continues to affect researchers and visitors today. It adds a deeply disturbing dimension to the already bizarre nature of the ranch. Numerous individuals have reported experiencing the hitchhiker effect. These experiences can range from poltergeist-like activity in their homes, such as objects moving, lights flickering, or doors opening and closing on their own, to more overtly paranormal events. Some have reported seeing shadowy figures, hearing disembodied voices, or experiencing unusual electronic malfunctions. Dr. Travis Taylor has spoken publicly about his personal encounters with this phenomenon. He described his car's electronics behaving erratically, even turning itself off in his driveway, at which point he observed an unusual vortex-like formation in the clouds above his house. These are not isolated incidents, but part of a disturbing pattern. The exact mechanism behind the hitchhiker effect remains unknown, but various theories have been proposed. Dr. Taylor has suggested a possible connection to quantum physics, specifically the concept of quantum entanglement. He speculates that an individual's consciousness, which may have quantum properties, could become entangled with the phenomena or the environment at the ranch. This entanglement could then allow the phenomena to manifest or influence events around the person, even at a distance. Other theories involve more esoteric concepts. But the common thread is that something from the ranch can, and does, follow people home. The hitchhiker effect underscores the profound and often invasive nature of the Skinwalker Ranch mystery. It suggests that the phenomena are not merely tied to the physical location, but can interact with and affect individuals on a deeply personal level. This raises serious considerations for anyone involved in investigating the ranch, as the potential for bringing something unwelcome home is a genuine concern. It highlights the unknown risks associated with engaging with such powerful and poorly understood forces. The hitchhiker effect serves as a stark reminder that the enigma of Skinwalker Ranch extends far beyond its fences into the lives of those who dare to study it. Conclusion: Skinwalker Ranch, an enduring mystery in the modern age. Skinwalker Ranch undeniably stands as one of the world's most concentrated and perplexing paranormal hotspots. For decades, it has been the epicenter of a bewildering array of unexplained phenomena, defying easy categorization and challenging the boundaries of our scientific understanding. From credible eyewitness accounts of UFOs and bizarre creatures to documented instances of cattle mutilation, poltergeist activity, and invasive electronic interference, the ranch presents a multifaceted enigma. The sheer persistence and diversity of these events suggest that something extraordinary and deeply mysterious is at play in this remote corner of Utah. The questions it raises are fundamental, touching upon the nature of reality, consciousness, and the potential for other intelligences. The story of Skinwalker Ranch has had a profound impact on popular culture and the study of the paranormal. Books like Hunt for the Skinwalker and Skinwalkers at the Pentagon, along with documentary films and television series such as The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, have brought its mysteries to a global audience. This has fueled public fascination and encouraged a more open discussion about phenomena that were once relegated to the fringes. The ranch has become a cultural touchstone, symbolizing the persistent human quest to understand the unknown. It has also inspired a new generation of researchers and investigators to approach these challenging subjects with renewed vigor and increasingly sophisticated tools. Despite years of investigation by dedicated teams, including scientists, private researchers, and even government-funded programs, Skinwalker Ranch continues to guard its secrets closely. Each new experiment and observation often yields more questions than answers. The phenomena appear to be intelligent, reactive, and frustratingly elusive, often seeming to defy systematic study. However, the current owner, Brandon Fugel, and his team, including Dr. Travis Taylor, remain committed to a long-term scientific approach. They continue to deploy advanced technology and innovative methodologies in the hope of gradually unraveling the complex puzzle that the ranch represents. The pursuit of understanding is an ongoing, evolving process. Ultimately, Skinwalker Ranch serves as a potent reminder that there are still profound mysteries in our world that lie beyond the current reach of conventional science. It challenges our assumptions and compels us to consider possibilities that may seem outlandish or uncomfortable. Whether the source of the phenomena is extraterrestrial, interdimensional, a product of unknown natural laws, or something else entirely, remains an open question. What is certain is that Skinwalker Ranch will continue to fascinate, perplex, and perhaps even frighten those who dare to confront its enduring enigma. The search for answers continues, driven by the undeniable reality of the experiences reported there. I hope you liked this video. If so, please hit that like button and subscribe if you would like to see more unexplained stories. It helps the channel grow, and I appreciate all of you. Until next time, I will see you on the realm of mysteries beyond.